Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Vancouver. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Murray now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They go again with Pierce. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Love. This is caught by Williams. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise. Touchdown! Nico Collins, 29 Dragons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have that bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall. Dragons are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Coach.
Murray going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And his throw is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Love. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Following the interception, Love. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Gay knocks this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's Murray fighting, lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Juju Brents. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First down, Love to pass. And this will be incomplete.
But they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Love. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Love from the gun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dragons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Looking left side, he's got it complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down, going to the air with Love. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And that's caught at the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week one picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Love. This is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. A short one going to be... Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3. 97. Ready.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now Love. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Love now on 2nd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown! Nico Collins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dragons are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets them up to the 15.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front. which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the Texans first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Murray now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Murray now to throw.
34-yard line.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Murray to air it out again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready?
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
To throw now. Here's Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Dragons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Murray. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Now Hall to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hall again.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there. 47 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now look out. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. On the ball. Set.
Here's a give to Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
52.
Love wants to shift things around. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it done today.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra.